Hello friends, my name is Atal Bansal. I have created a new channel how to qualify the UGC NET exam by passion. You may have heard a lot of coaching centers, lot of people, lot of coaching centers. A lot of people would be asking you, they'll be telling you a lot of ways how to qualify the exam. I have my own experiences in my life. I belong to pharmaceutical field. I wanted to qualify this exam because I had passion for this particular field, literature. UGC NET was very much needed for me. In fact, I wanted to be in this field, right since the time when I got my education completed. But suddenly I found I should have gone to complete my PG as well if I want to get through in this particular NET exam. Then I completed my MA correspondently. You will be surprised to know while being in a different profession, earning right since the morning to the evening, it was very difficult time for me qualifying for NET exam. But I was determined. I just want to get through this exam, and I would definitely be doing that. It's another matter that it took 3 years to qualify this exam. In fact, fourth attempt I got through in this exam, but at last I got through. In this December 19 I qualified as an assistant professor. UGC NET exam, covetous UGC NET exam, as all of you know. Today I am here to tell you this is the kind of exam that can be passed if you are passionate. A lot of people will be saying you have to go for coaching. Here and there will be a lot of coaching centers will be telling you the different things. But I tell you the only thing: just plan your study, just manage your time, and kill the target. I qualified exam with the help of NET by studying only with the phone. You'll be surprised to know. I am here to share my experiences, how to qualify this UGC NET exam, and especially in the English language, English subject that is thought to be very, very, very difficult. And this is true also. If you talk about NET exam in English, I would like to suggest you one thing. Very first of all, go for kill. If you want to qualify this exam, you have to go for kill. Study extensively, not intensively. If you do study extensively, I mean to say you have to cover each and every topic from the first paper point of view as well as second paper point of view. I studied each and everything. That is a different thing if you study one portion bit less and if you study another portion in deep, that according to the exam that can be adjusted. For example, in the second paper, that is a special subject paper, I prepared American literature extensively. Literary theory and criticism is a topic that is asked a lot in the exam. Now I would like to share what kind of questions may come from particular topic. How to do that, what is the importance of practice, what is the importance of revision, how to manage your time, I'll be sharing you each and everything. Today I have created my channel. This is my very first video. Before today, I haven't been in this particular field of social media, but something has prompted me, to share my views on the YouTube as well as on other social platforms as well. Guys, if you think that if you are a graduate or PG from the colleges of top class colleges of Delhi University or Central University or from here and there, which are covetous colleges and universities, then you're extremely mistaken. One thing what is required to get success in this particular exam is just to self-study, managing time, studying on the times which you do think that this is not the time to study. Even you are studying in that particular time also. For example, you are in a flash, you are going for a washroom. You think that now after completing washroom, I'll be studying. But guys, while in the bathroom, you can also study. There are so many ways. You have to study, you have to plan your study in such a way. Chronically, you have to set in your mind that, for example, you are studying American literature. Take that American literature started in the late 18th century when the War of Independence ended and Americans were freed from the colonial control of British. Since then, in the starting of 19th century, lot of poetries, lot of drama, lot of literary work started to take place in the US. Politically, you can have Mr. Thomas Paine. He was the very big name. The common sense of Thomas Paine, everybody knows. Thomas Jefferson's the Declaration of Independence. These were the political writings, most non-political writings. Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, and of course poetry, drama, and other forms of literature existed right since the time of independence in America. You have to study according to the paper, what kind of questions are asked in the paper. For me, Nobel Prize winners are, very important to study. This is the portion where you need to study hard. Lot of guys have won the Nobel Prizes in the literature in US. You have to study them in detail. For example, T.S. Eliot, James Faulkner, and of course Mr. Hemingway and Saul Willow, S. Buck, and Eugene O'Neill. So many writers are there who have won the Nobel Prizes. You have to study them in detail. And you should also be knowing what kind of questions are being asked in the exam. I am the biggest example of telling you that the person who are not belonging to this particular field, who are not in practice, who are not teaching, can qualify the exam while being in other businesses. Then you can think that you can also qualify the exam. What is needed? Just concentrate on the exam. What kind of questions are asked in the exam? How to study? You have to study in a planned way. Later on I will be making the videos concerned to literature, especially by taking considering of UGC NET exam. Later on I'll be uploading the videos regarding the American literature, literary terms. You can have British literature right since the time of Chaucer to the modern time and so on. I'll be uploading the videos for today. Thank you very much for listening. I'll be sharing other also important topics in coming up videos. I have this new channel. Please subscribe this. Thank you.